Welcome to my third of a planned three-part series of comparison tests of great earbuds reviewed on my channel. This comparison focuses on three pairs of $49 to $129 buds featuring larger cases. And this shootout overviews their general features and then compares the microphone and sound quality. But if you want to see my detailed reviews of any of these buds, I'll leave the links in the video description below, or you can always check out my website for even more details and stats. And stay tuned till the end of the video where I'll give you my recommendation on which you should buy and why. Now don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you can always be aware of when my new videos come out. Alright, let's get started and see how they stack up. These contenders are all well spec'd with Bluetooth 5.0, big cases that offer loads of additional charge time using wired-based technology, either USB-C or micro USB, and they each have between 5 and 6 hours of battery life. The more expensive Echo Buds have Bose active noise reduction, while the other two get by with just passive noise isolation via their silicone ear tips. Now the Soundpeats and the Echo Buds each have full mono mode, while the MPow M20 only have right bud independence mode. All of these buds have excellent touch controls that control everything, including volume, though with the Echo Buds you have to use the Alexa app to choose what it is that you want them to do. As a side note, the Echo Buds were on sale for $89 when I got them, but they're $129 now. So check the links in my video description and maybe these buds will be on sale soon and can save you some coin. Alright, let's move on to testing the microphone quality. This is a simultaneous recording of the MPow M20 with no crowd noise. No crowd noise. This is a simultaneous recording using the Soundpeats TrueShift2 with no crowd noise. No crowd noise. This is a simultaneous recording of the Amazon Echo Buds with zero crowd noise in the background. Zero crowd noise. This is a simultaneous recording of the MPow M20 with 70 decibels of background noise. The recording seems to be capturing my voice but at a very low volume level. This is a simultaneous recording using the Soundpeats TrueShift2 wireless earbuds with 70 decibels of crowd noise in the background. These do appear to be blocking out that sound when I'm not speaking. Let's see how it sounds. This is a simultaneous recording of the Amazon Echo Buds with 70 decibels of crowd noise in the background. 70 decibels of crowd noise. The Echo Bud appears to do a very good job of blocking out sound in the background. Can't wait to check this one. Let's start with the Echo Buds. And for my review of the Echo Buds, I have the wing tips installed because the added impact of the sound I'm hearing through the Knowles dual balanced armature drivers is very desirable. And I've been listening to some other dual driver buds and I find them all to be very balanced, but these Echo Buds bring something different to the party, and that's bass. Thumping, punching, really loud bass. And these buds recognize when you take them out of your ears and turn off the music on Spotify automatically and turn it back on when you put them back in your ear. Pretty nice feature. Listen, the bass hits deeper on the Amazon Echo Buds than it does on the TrueShift2s. And even at 50%, it sort of tingles in your brain, threatening to vibrate it to a pulp if you crank this thing up to 100%. And if you do, it's too loud, but it sounds freaking amazing, especially considering you can change the tunes with adjusting the equalizer. And all the basses have deep tones, they're tight. The mids and trebles, you're going to be able to use the equalizer to get them right where you want them, and you can get them from dialed up to dialed down, make these bright or dark. These are a fantastic sounding bud. I can't believe that I didn't remember how good these buds sound after testing like 15 other pairs since I last wore them. Incredible. It's worth saying again, these are much louder as well than the other buds from MPow or SoundPeats. I will also say that I found it pretty shocking that putting the wingtips on actually improved the audio. I have no idea why the wingtips on would improve the audio. I guess it creates an additional sort of sound port inside your ear and it makes them sound even better, and they certainly move a lot less, but I for one will be wearing the wingtips on these all the time. And you can see from my videos struggling to get these wingtips on, you get better at it after a while, that's for sure. Now here's the thing, even with these buds, I'm kind of backing off from max volume. I'm listening to TNT by AC/DC from about 2 minutes to about 2:55. There's a great guitar solo in there. I can hear all the depth in the various vocals, and the guitar solo is super clear and tangible, and the soundstage is really noticeable. But you can turn these buds up to be bright enough that the TNTs get actually pretty hard to bear at maximum volume on these. These things are really, really loud. Now, I don't really care to go into the app to set up what I need to do in the Echo Buds, but otherwise, I think these are just a fantastic sounding bud. So on to the MPow M20. These have excellent bass. I've chronicled that in several of my other videos, and I have not changed my opinion. These sound great. They have a great sound stage and excellent positioning of every single instrument and vocal to go along with all that fantastic bass. I will say during this review I did experience some difficulties or oddities, something weird going on with the touch controls during one of my runs where I was triple tapping trying to bring up the Google Assistant, and somehow the buds kept resetting themselves and saying power on. It was annoying, but yet they would just reconnect and work correctly after that. But it happened 2 or 3 times, so I'm just bringing it up because that could be a concern. The other thing I can tell you is that there is a lag between touching one of the touch controls and then trying to figure out if it was actually pressed or not. So that was also a little annoying. And microphones work well while you're running so that you can use the assistant to do different things while using them. Now, listening to some of the songs that I like to listen to, Get High, Live Life by Platinum Doug from about 104 to 249. The bass, I can tell on a A-B comparison, it's about as deep as the TrueShift, but not quite as deep as with the Echo Buds. And we're talking like A-B, 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 compare these over and over again. It's really close, but not with the Echo Buds. The Echo Buds is definitely a louder bud, which makes the bass even more compelling. If you were just listening to these buds without comparing them back to back, you're going to love the sound of these buds. One thing I will say about the MPow M20s, I do feel like the mids and the overall balance of the mids and treble a little bit brighter than TrueShift2s. And of course with the Echo Buds you can kind of dial it in the way you want with that equalizer. Now going on to TNT by AC/DC, again from 2 minutes to about 3 minutes, the guitar solo is super clear, the soundstage is really noticeable. Again on these buds the TNTs are really bearable, but it's pretty close to the max that I can handle. I will say that on the oys, TNT, oi, the depth of the vocals is really well appreciated by me, and I can definitely hear all the left to right stereo separation. That brings us to the SoundPeats TrueShift2. Oh, I love these SoundPeat buds. I love a lot of the SoundPeat buds, and the TrueShift2 have earned my respect. Their bass profile blows my mind, and occasionally I do have to go into the tips, maybe wet them to get them seated in my ears correctly, but it works. It's kind of weird, but it works to get the most out of that bass. Create that seal with the tips. All of what I've said in my other videos still holds true with these buds. My impression has not changed. They are a great sounding bud. Even in this company against those Echo Buds and the MPow M20, which I also think are great buds for bass and overall clarity, these hold their own. And their volume is probably louder than is safe for you to listen to. And these fit the best of any bud in the comparison. Those tips work really well. They're kind of tiny and they're integrated into the bud really nicely. Once you get these in your ear, they're not moving. You can exercise, you can run, you could probably do cartwheels, certainly burpees, and these will not come out of your ears. When I'm listening to Get High, Live Life by Platinum Doug from 104 to 131, the bass hits really deep and you get your balanced out mids and highs. Certainly a little bit less bright than the other buds in this comparison. But even at 50%, you're getting a feel for the bass, and as you crank it up, you get even more plus you get all of that nice balance and soundstage just like you get on the other buds. These are another great listening bud. All of these buds are some sweet sounding buds. It's pretty incredible, really, comparing these. They all bring bass, great, powerful, punchy bass, assuming you get your tips to fit correctly, and you get detailed mids and crystal clear highs with all of them. You can't go wrong if you're just looking for sound quality with any one of these buds. They would also make a great day-to-day bud if a big case is your thing. And you know, going into this review, I really thought that the Soundpeats was going to win. I was pretty sure that the call quality wouldn't be the greatest in the group, but that the great bass, excellent touch controls, huge Bluetooth range, and that great wingtip stability would give them the edge. But it turns out I forgot how good these Echo buds are and how good those MPow 20s are. There's no clear winner here in my mind. There's really just choosing one over the other and why you would do that. And starting with that MPow M20, you would choose these over the Soundpeats if you want a slightly better call quality than the Soundpeats, or you wanted slightly brighter sound quality than the Soundpeats. And you would choose the MPow M20 over the Echo buds if you didn't want to use the Alexa app, you didn't want to spend more than $49. You want to get more battery life from a single charge and also from the case. This is like 100 hours of charge time in this case, and it's a power bank as well. And you'll choose the Soundpeats TrueShift2 over the MPow 20 if you want that more stable in-ear fit, the USB-C charging, the true mono mode, and the slightly darker sound, and that cool S logo. You choose these TrueShift2s over the Echo buds if, again, you don't want to use the Alexa app or you don't want to spend more than $50. You want that same more battery life from a single charge, 6 versus 5 hours. And again, this is like 100 hours on the case, plus using it as a power bank. Now, with these, you have to live with, well, there's really no downside to these if you're okay with the size of the case. And finally, you'd choose the Echo buds over either the Soundpeats or the MPows if you want or don't mind using the Alexa app and you want hands-free Alexa. You want that Bose active noise reduction / pass-through. You get access to an equalizer, you get access to side tones so you can hear your own voice when you're making phone calls, and you get the privacy mode. You also get the loudest buds in the group, and you get the best microphone quality by far, I thought, in that comparison. You can make your own choice. But with the Echo buds, you do have to live with micro USB charging. You have to live with a funky, not so easy to take on, put off position wingtips. They are a larger bud, but I guess that's what you gotta pay to get that super awesome quality of sound. And they're kind of the least comfortable in the group. And I think you have to still make some decisions about what you want to do with the tap controls through the Alexa app. But listen, you're gonna love the audio quality of any of the buds in this group. You just can't go wrong. Like, what are the features that you want? Choose the bud from this group that you want those features, because the sound quality is gonna blow you away on all of them. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and help me get more street cred so I can get more stuff to review. And let me know what you think of the video and each of these buds in the comments. I appreciate all your comments so far. Stay safe, people. So Zen out.